Hello everyone and welcome to Zelda Speedruns 2. Today we have the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament Group A between AnimusUnited and drjayphd. On comms we have Homer J Smash and Drosy. How are the two of you doing?
I'm doing great. Excited for the weekend, that's for sure. And excited for this first race in Group A. How about you, Homer?
Yeah, I'm doing great. This should be a good one. Nice groups 4 match, so no candle. Let's see where that is, maybe.
At the moment, we're just seeing a sloth on Dr. J's side.
I believe that's gotten sorted now. Chat can now see his actual game feed. We should be coming shortly.
Yeah, this should be a good one. If you haven't seen any of these tournament races yet, we've got community hints and spell hints, so they popping into the towns and see where things are. They've elected to not have a candle at the start, and enemies will be mixed.
And the connectors are very random, so you might have to get to East Hyrule via Death Mountain or Maze Island.
Yeah, anything goes. Anything goes means anything goes. So yeah.
But you do have to place all 6 gems.
Yes.
That much is determined.
And you have to kill T-Bird.
We do have a short Great Palace.
Yes, thank goodness too.
So we'll see how this all shapes up. Looks like they're getting the countdown now and should be starting momentarily.
Yeah, for me, it's really interesting to see what sort of biome we have immediately. That's going to tell me what sort of overworld map I'm going to be dealing with.
I gather it's guaranteed not vanilla.
Yeah, no vanilla in this flag set. Okay. Right away, you can start walking around at least. That's pretty good. I don't like it when you see islands. You got bridges everywhere. This, at least, they've got some room to walk around.
Nothing like getting chased by a Dyra 15 seconds in.
That's right. Here we go, Heart Container Cave. So here's an item, Dr. J, and Magic Container in the grass tile for Animus.
Yeah, those Gorillas not leaving much experience.
No, took a lot to take them down too. And we find Trophy Cave over here on Animus' side. So lots of item caves right here by the start, so that's nice. And he's got the Moa flying around. I hate that one. That always seems to get me right when I'm over
Whoa, we get the hammer and the raft.
Hammer and raft found pretty early. So that's good. Raft obviously not necessarily required, as Animus takes a little lava bath. But certainly something that you want to have. Same thing for the hammer, really. Opens up the Death Mountain Spectral Rock and potentially something over on the eastern continent.
Oh, and Ruto has Reflect, so we are going to need to find that trophy today.
Yep. I like what he's doing. Go ahead and figure out where that is. Talk to Error and see if he knows anything. She doesn't. Dr. J's in the Peabag Cave here. Fighting some moblins, it looks like, through the pillars.
Ooh, the trophy is on Maze Island.
Yep. Of course, we don't know how to get there yet, but good chance with the raft that it's going to lead to the Maze Island. You got a 1 in 3 chance, I suppose, of getting there somewhere. Although we don't know where the raft tile is yet. As Animus finds his Heart Container Cave. Dr. J gets through there to get the P-Bag, 200. So he'll get attack 2.
Yeah, definitely nice to get that early.
Attack 2, life 2, yeah, that's great. I always want to load up on attack as soon as you can, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I would agree. I mean, it's nice when you don't have to hit a Dyra 20 times to take it down, and Animus hammer. Let's see if Dr. J can find his raft.
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't this was
it was south through a big swamp, I remember.
Yeah, because I don't think he's found the grass tile yet either.
No, he still only has 4 magic bars.
I couldn't tell up on that north side if if you go through jump, if that's a caldera up there or not. If it is, that's going to be one of the palaces. It's hard to tell. As Animus finds P-Bag Cave, he's just going to hop over the boulders instead of taking on the moblins.
And now Dr. J's found the area with Stonehenge and Trophy Cave for the raft.
Yeah, this is a real fun encounter. Super laggy.
And they're getting Bupkis for experience. Oh, except for that orange Gria. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, 50 points for that one. It was not too bad. Let's see, Animus has attack 2 now as well. Dr. J gets his magic container out of here.
Welcome to Rando, where the orange Gria gives 50 and the blue Gria gives 10.
Right? I mean, if there's more orange Gurias, then it's nice, because they're easier to take down. Here we go, this is Trophy Cave for Dr. J. And, okay, good, he got the Moa down. And Animus is going to go through Fairy Cave. See where that spits him up.
Yeah, Dr. J not taking any chances before jumping a lava pit. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, definitely a good idea. This will be interesting if... I couldn't tell from... key drops. Couldn't tell from the map if these were the only two options. We're going through Jump Cave or going through Fairy Cave. So that'll be interesting if that is the case, depending on what we see here with the enemy set. Sometimes this room in particular can be pretty nasty, narrow, and just filled with Dairas. This looks fairly... Okay, there we go. We got some...
Okay, Dr. J finds Rudo. Presumably he'll take a health refill.
Yeah, I would think. That's definite. Stop the beeping. Although I don't think we... Yeah, we've got Animus's audio.
And Dr. J did not check what spell it was. He doesn't know that it's Reflect. He doesn't know where the trophy is. Unless he was in there and we didn't know this before.
This is a caldera through this cave, so...
P4. No. I thought it was P4 because of the Moa, but...
Yeah, that's P4.
Oh, because the statue didn't give anything.
He probably just mishit it then, because it should be a jar Iron Knuckle. And I was wrong, that was Jump Cave that he went through, not Fairy Cave. This is Parappa Cave. That's gonna take him here.
That is a worthless hammer block.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they could break it anyways, but yeah, it was kind of funny. I think I would have broken it because sometimes the tile has a bag or a jar. This encounter also is kind of not great.
Yeah, Daira Sandwich is not cool.
Especially in the swamp. And then there's another one.
Yeah, wow, that's just awful.
Yeah, that's not good. This looks like E5.
Yeah, I was about to say. That time he definitely hit it and it didn't drop anything.
Oh, here we got all the rest of the towns. Rauru is shield.
So, vanilla Rauru, in other words. Oh, and the cross is in P4.
Cross is in 4. Dr. J's got to be careful here. It's on to his last life. Got to get through this section.
Well, he did get attack 3 in the meantime, so that was nice that he was able to make use of those points.
Absolutely.
And so that Moblin just doesn't want to go down.
No, I think, yeah, there's also a Daira throwing axes at him, so I think, yeah, just run away. Hopefully he can get to the palace and up A.
Yep.
Animus has got his shield. Dr. J is gonna try to take down this Moa. And
wow, 100-point Moa, that's a pretty good deal if you want to harvest them.
And we're on the wrong side of Saria, which is life. Nito is dash.
Which is replacing the completely useless fire.
Yeah, in some flag sets, fire gets combined with another spell, which can be really useful if it's Thunder, Reflect. Kuma sits on the P-bag, so no point in digging out the Palace 5 item. Let's see if they remember that. Sometimes, you kind of see it anyways on your way to the boss.
Unfortunately, we don't have either jump or fairy to get down stab.
No, he's gonna go ahead and go through here and check where Dash is, I guess. Which is west. Yeah, that's kind of the danger. I don't usually like to go into Vito unless I have fairy or jump, just because it's such a long walk to get to the medicine. But not a bad play. Here we go. This is gonna be a connector, and this looks like Death Mountain, which is an island set. Looks like not great.
I am Death Mountain. Yeah. Now you can't just like hope for a cave. I mean, if the boots were to show up, that would be awesome. But otherwise, you just have to kind of take a connector and hope for the best.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the hammer, so it's not necessarily a bad play to go through. I mean, all those different caves, who knows where Spectral Rock is. I would probably do this stuff up here, see what else is on the west, and then head in there because you're missing your other connectors. Here we go. And we've got item cave here. This is Magic Painter Cave in Vanilla. He's going to take Magic 2. He's getting hit by something. Octorok, maybe? Couldn't really tell. Should be able to get through here, no problem. That's well, I kind of cursed him there, I suppose.
Yeah. Commentator curse, definitely.
Sorry, Animus. He's got them. They're in a nice pattern though, because they're stuck in those little holes. I think this is one of those little spiky guys that kind of ankle bite you.
The Mew.
Yeah, the Mew. There's the medicine.
Now we can get Dash at least.
Yeah, you can get Dash. He's got to walk all the way through Mito again to get it. That'll be helpful. So if you're new to what is this, version 4 of the randomizer, this Caldera section that the Dr. J just went through, it's always going to have a palace in it. So that's kind of a tell. If you can look through a cave and you see that lake on the other side of the cave, then you know that there's going to be a palace there. It's one of the biomes. So we found 4 and we found 5. We're still missing a palace over here.
I was just about to say the same thing.
And
Is this the third one? Okay.
And it looks like the King's Tomb we were also missing. Could be a hint. And I don't think we've seen Medicine Cave. And I believe that's it as far as item caves go. If we do get the other end of Sarius, we can get our lifestyle. There we go. Magic Painter Cave. Sometimes this one could be really annoying to get through because you got these birds flying at you, and depending on what the enemy set is here, it can be real nasty. Fish flying at your face. Dr. J picks up his shield spell. Animus does have shield. He wants to cast it.
Yeah, he brought it up. He's certainly thinking about casting it.
And I think that's all he has. Wow, there's the glove.
That is a nice find.
And he's just going to take the death. Get to the... teleport automatically to the beginning of this cave section.
Yes, you wonder what they were thinking that they agreed to a candleless seed.
Yeah, they'll probably find it eventually, like when they're digging, looking for a flute or something, and it's one of the last items they find after they've already gone through all the caves. That's when I usually find it. So this is 3 or 6. I'm not sure yet until we see some windows or a boss. And Horsehead, Horsehead has the boots. Okay, so get some keys, get a fairy spell, and get to the east or the maze. Get your boots. Might be a while though, since Horsehead is not on the west.
Yeah, I mean, could be on maze, right?
Yep, so it looks like he's gonna have to go through that Death Mountain.
Oof, Dr. J gets hit by 2 bubbles on a collapsing bridge. Not pleasant.
Yeah, so he's going ahead and digging this palace. There are drops. The keys are dropping. I haven't noticed Animus kind of got to an area that he hadn't gotten to yet, so I'm paying a little more attention to him. I haven't noticed how many key drops he got, but I don't really like to dig. I mean, if he had 1 key, there goes the key. I don't like to dig unless I have 2 keys, personally. Just because, you know, logically you're not necessarily supposed to dig. So your items aren't going to... the items that you would need for progression aren't going to be blocked by a key drop, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So the game expects you to do something else. Now, sometimes, depending on the palace, if it's P1 or something, you've got a couple keys, I think it makes a lot of sense to go in there and get a gem placed. You can get a lot of levels. But sometimes, you know, just like this, you're underpowered. And some of these rooms are pretty nasty.
Yeah, that Dr. J realized that he was just not gonna outrun that Doom Knocker's whatever that thing that he throws is.
Yeah, I think it's a mace.
A boomerang mace.
Yes. Let's see if he can do it this time.
Oh, the Doom Knocker takes experience.
Yeah.
That does give 200. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, 200's good. He's gonna go ahead and take life 4, get its refill. Here's another one. I don't know. He's a braver man than I am. I'd be taking the south route through this room. Nice.
And another blue iron knuckle just guarding a pea bag.
Yeah, it looks like 200, I think. So not enough. If you can get this guy down, I didn't see how much experience the blue iron knuckles had earlier. But
I think he's on his last life, though.
He definitely is. Gotta be careful.
The blue iron knuckles were only giving 100 anyway.
Oh, that's not worth it to me then. It's too long to take him down.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he was going to that trouble for 100. Like, the Doom Knockers for 200 made perfect sense, but...
Well, I mean, I guess you're already that far in, you know, so if you could take him down, at least you get some experience. You know, I sort of understand it, because the other option is just to up A and go back to the palace, and then you lose what you have. You know, it's tricky in the moment when you're just trying to attack everything and make smart plays. It's easy, you know, it's easy for us here.
Looks like Dr. J is gonna get his medicine at least.
Yep, that'll be his dash spell, which is nice. I always like getting that early, and actually make use of it. Animus went back to start.
Oh no, this was Warlife. I forgot which cave was which. My bad.
Yeah, that's a nice 500 P bag. So that's in the drop pool. That's nice. I haven't noticed one of those yet. Anytime 500 P bag could drop it, that's a good thing. They're both on Oko right now. Animus takes the death. Dr. J's killing some birds here. Slowly grinding up to 790. And 500 P bag for Animus.
Hey, there the fairy's actually pretty useful.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a very tiny.
Saria's right there. He should grab his life spell. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be nice to have. Animus just needs just a few more points to get up to the next level. See if we can get through. Casting shield now, that's good. Got a good pattern on the Dyra here.
But the Dyras are only leaving 50, so they hardly seem worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, orange Dyras at least are fairly easy to take down. If you can get them kind of on the right rhythm. And they're in, you know, nothing else is throwing crap at you or biting your ankles. Alright, Animus is back through here. Let's see. Looks like he might be heading to that palace as well.
Doesn't want the King's Tomb hint?
And Dr. J's going back in.
Well, we have a bit of convergence, actually.
Yep. They both are interested in what this palace has to offer. Maybe trying to place a gem to get up to attack. Oh, this is 6.
Barba, okay. Well,
Attack
at least
3 Barba.
we know what
We got dual Barbas.
is. Let's see how beefy Barba is. Definitely not a lightweight today.
No, and attack 3. This is not one I'm interested in personally. You can do it, but it just takes so long. And all it takes is one mistake, and you get the lava bath.
But also, okay, finally took a life bar off him. You know, Barba's definitely beefy today.
Yeah, and I haven't seen if they even have a key to place the gem. I'm assuming they do, or maybe they're just hoping that he drops a key.
Yeah, I don't know how many keys they have.
I know that they both have seen at least one drop, but Dr. J definitely used a key earlier. Dr. J's doing a good job here.
Yeah. No, Barba reminds me of my favorite tongue twister in Nintendo Power in an article about this game. They mentioned Barba's blistering breath, and try saying that 10 times fast.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't want to sound silly. They're doing a pretty good job. They both got him down. 3 bars for Animus, 2 bars for Dr. J. Nice, 2 bars here. Ah, man, that's the worst. That has happened to me so often. You get him down to like the last hit, and then it's just like just what you need. There we go. Dr. J has it down. Let's see what he drops. He's very excited about that. Just a blue jar. Nice experience though. So
yeah, definitely a good experience drop.
And
okay, he doesn't have a key. So if he can get a key and about 450 more, this is really awful without down stab.
Yeah, so I don't know. For me personally, I understand the play. I think I would want to be continuing to dig the overworld connectors. I guess maybe you're in here hoping that the fruits. No, they've seen well, at least one of them has seen the fruits.
Wow, the Doom Knocker and the Iron Knuckle were just guarding a fairy for all that. That's a lot of guards to put on a fairy, let's be honest.
Here we go, Animus. Let's see what you can do, buddy. Got a couple more hits here. Nice. Animus takes it down as well.
Okay, he should definitely be able to get some levels off of this. He's a little bit behind. Unfortunately, we don't have upstab to get that key.
Nope. If they had jump, they could get it. He does have the key, so he's going to be able to place his gem. He's going to skip.
Okay, and Dr. J can now, if he gets a key and place the gem, he can get a lot of experience.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that'll be a huge play. Animus is saying, no thank you. Just going to place my gem and go. I don't blame him. You don't want to lose the experience. He has attack 4. Let's see if he tries to take on the Doom Knocker. No, he's out of there. Okay, alright, so he's got attack 4. He placed a gem in 6. So, assuming that we don't have to go back there for the item, he's done with 6 forever.
Got a 1-up drop. I assume he's just trying to farm enemies in the hope that one of them will drop a key.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking at this point. So he's kind of committed himself to staying in here.
We don't actually know what the P6 item is, do we?
No, we have not seen it, nor have we seen a hint. And unless it's in one of the open rooms, we won't see it. It doesn't have a key. All right, here we go. Animus is making the play for Death Mountain.
So, 6 has the walk-through wall room. Interesting.
Yeah, that can show up anywhere. Definitely interesting to hit it from that side. More noticing it if I hit it from the other side. This is a fun cave here for Animus. Is that an extra life there? Yes, that's whatever his sprite is here. Takes a death. I didn't see what killed him. Something in the dark. But he did get an extra life. He's still at 3.
Doom knockers are so nice and easy with down stab and so disgusting without.
Yes, totally agree. Yeah, this Death Mountain sucks. I would not be happy doing this at all, especially without a candle. This is kind of the worst. But there's a key block.
Runs into, yeah. So gotta go down here.
Gotta go down. No sign of Spectacle Rock yet. Blue jar, not what he wants. I believe this is a dead end, but might have a key. Oh, there we go. It's a key drop. Might be another key at the end here, too. Usually a key or a P bag. P bag it is. 200, okay. Oh man, more Dairas. Oh, dude, this is... You might need to grind up to attack 5 and some more life levels just to kind of get through here.
Yeah. Fortunately, he got that one up, so he has some breathing room.
Nice, timely life. Gets the refill.
Yeah, now that you've gotten that precious key, you do not want to burn it on anything other than the door before the statue.
No, definitely not. I would even be a little careful going left through rooms, because there's that room that he went through earlier that automatically opens the key door. He could up A, but then he's going to lose all the experience, so he's kind of...
Right.
He needs to... He's kind of committed himself to kind of grinding some levels. There, that's helpful. 100 P-bag. If there's a dripper enemy, you know, that could be able to just kind of camp out there, but I have not seen one yet.
And Animus is just anywhere and everywhere in Death Mountain and hasn't found any connectors or items out of there yet.
Nope, he's kind of... Yeah, just kind of in no man's land. just trying to looking for the rock, looking for an obvious cave that would go nowhere else. He's gonna take his magic here. It does have a life cast. I don't know how much life it would cast it though. I would cast it.
Ooh, 200 points from Red Dairas. I didn't notice that before.
Yep. 370 to get to life 4. That'll be good. Okay, he's on this other side here. I expect him to go up. He's getting manhandled.
Guess for all that, he's just gonna have... Well, I guess he can go past the gem and try to farm. That's risky.
Oh,
but...
here we go. Raft for Animus. So raft tiles and... Oh, here we go. And the maze.
Okay.
So this is...
The trophy's in the maze, right?
Yep, this is their reflect spell. Assuming that they can find it. Oh, did he... I guess in chat saying east, so did he go through a cave that I missed and then took the raft tile from there? I was watching Dr. J.
I'm not sure what Dr. J is doing now. Is he just trying to farm a bit of experience before he leaves? I'm a bit surprised he didn't up A after that last level.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. There's an item for Animus.
One drop down.
Oh, nice.
That was just a bot where there would normally be Bolas Alphas, and yeah, we got our trophy.
Free trophy. Don't get hit by it on the way out. we do have a cave there, so that's going to be another connector. And did we see? I didn't notice which palace was it that. Did Animus look at the palace?
I don't think he looked at the palace.
Oh, it's 1.
Oh, is it? Oh, we saw it. Okay.
I'm kind of surprised that he didn't go into 1.
And P1 has the boots, right? We found
Yeah.
that out.
Maybe he doesn't have any more keys. He doesn't want to count on getting a lucky drop.
Would sure be nice to.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Would sure be nice to find Fairy. I was gonna say. I mean,
Definitely.
we haven't seen East Hyrule yet. It's got to be in one of those 4 towns, but it would be nice to know what it'll take.
Yeah, he does have that cave. So if that's the cave to the east, definitely want to go through there, especially if you know Nibiru or Old Kasuto or something is super close, and you can pick up your fairy and then like really start digging into dungeons in mass. And it's gonna up A, get his refill back. Gonna check out this side of the maze. Still missing 1 item. It's probably in this section that's south.
Oh, another 500 P bag. That was a nice drop. Now he has to remember which one's Mito.
Did Animus find the other item? I must have missed it if he did. And he did find a cave to the east. So okay, so this Death Mountain takes you to the east, and then the raft tile's on the east.
Oh, okay, I missed that. Yeah, here's the River Devil. Not particularly blocking anything, like the River Devil usually doesn't in these biomes.
Yeah, it kind of depends. This one is definitely blocking nothing. Sometimes, though, in these mountain ones, the mountains will take you through a like narrow path that you have to go through. I might have tried to kill that Orange Lizalfos to see how much experience he was giving up. Sometimes they can give up a lot. To answer in chat, I don't believe Animus went through the maze cave.
Oh wow, 200 for that Orange Lizalfos, nice.
Yeah, definitely. I would go back to that cave.
And Blue Octoroks are 50.
Oh, here we go. Nibiru is jump. Okay, so unfortunately we're nowhere near Mito to get our down stab. I'm probably not going back there for a while with the path that you have to use.
Yeah, we will have to go back to the west side eventually to get our Reflect.
Yep, definitely.
And to beat the remaining palaces, for that matter. Still got 4 and 5 outstanding.
Yeah, for me, I'm not going to go back there until I find the rest of these towns over here on the east, get Fairy Spell, or figure out at least what I have to do to get Fairy, or the any key. Because when I go back to the west, you know, I'm going to want to do those palaces. Since we know
Makes
that
sense.
GP is going to be over here on the east, and you have to come back here anyways, so you don't want to have to go all the way back. So unless I'm mistaken, Animus didn't find the other item in the maze and did not take the cave. I guess it would probably connect either somewhere else on Death Mountain or somewhere else in the east. We've seen most of the west. I guess it's possible that there's a random cave that's on an island somewhere in the west that it could be. That might be a necessary cave since they don't have everything mapped out. It's going to get life 4 here.
Yeah, I think you need the health refill in that situation.
Absolutely.
Oh. And, yeah, and another 50 from the Octorok, and yeah, almost at the next level.
The Tektite, yeah, not too bad. If you could survive the east, it's definitely better for grinding. So much more experience up for grabs. You do have shield, you do have life. You might want to cast one of them. There you go. magic refill. He's at 444. Oh, there's Spectacle Rock.
Oh, I missed it.
It's on the left-hand side of that island. You can't.
Oh, so we can't get to it yet.
Well,
we find a connector.
Yeah, there was a cave, but you couldn't get to it from where he was. He needs to find the south cave, I believe.
Hey, that's like directions in Boston. You can't get there from here.
Oh, here's Hammer Cave. I don't know what his life situation is. And Animus is down to 2.
But those Lizalfos with their 200 are just too tempting.
Yeah, it's, I mean, oh, there we go. It gets an extra life, so it's up to 3 again. But this encounter, oh, there's another one. Wow.
Wow.
2
really
drops.
Farming the 1-ups.
And a 500 drop for Dr. J.
Oh, and is this Hammer Cave?
Yeah, this is Hammer Cave.
Oh, okay. I don't remember seeing this on Animus' side.
Palace 3. No, Dr. J went a completely different way because Animus didn't see Spectacle Rock either.
We find the Valley of Death, though Animus isn't exploring it yet to see what the palace is.
No, I wouldn't go in there yet. It's going to be GP or 2, and you can't dig either, really, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Wow, those 1-ups really added up for Dr. J, though. He took a lava bath and still had 4 lives.
Wow. That is nice. So yeah, we're about to see what's here in Hammer Cave. I'm guessing something worthless. Yeah. I mean, 500 D-bag is not necessarily worthless, but that's certainly not what you want with that time commitment. See, that's the Lizalfos I would take on. The one that's alone in the cave. Not the one where I've got Tektites jumping at me. And here we go. This could be a town or a palace or a cave. This forest tile that's new Kasuto in the vanilla game with the hammer. That is not going to be relevant today, unfortunately.
That is a bridge to nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could farm experience if you're really desperate.
And here we have one of the Darunia connectors. We don't have fairy to fairy feet over it, so he's going to wait for an enemy. The enemies just aren't coming.
No. Let's see if he was on the right tile for that.
That's a pretty horrible enemy tile to get.
It is. Yeah, he gets through it. That's good. And this one's not as bad.
This one looks fairly vanilla, well, except for that red Lizalfos. And the blue Lizalfos.
Yeah, this kind of sucks, actually.
Ouch.
Yeah, just drop him in the water. There you go, you can go back. It's fine, too. Just take your... do the same thing you did before. Yeah, see, there's the Spectral Rock over on Dr. J's side. There's a cave over to the side of it that looks like it runs north-south. And Dr. J is definitely winning in the experience battles. He's at 555. Animus is at 444. They've both placed 1 gem. And item-wise...
Is this P2?
About the same. Yeah, this is P2. So GP is at the Valley of Death. Gets his magic refill, gets his life refilled. Finds a town. This is good. Here we go. Fairy Town. Excellent. Fairy's free today. Let's see if we can get an item.
I need the full 7 magic containers, though, for that item.
Bum, bum, bum. So, we're still missing Thunder, which could be child blocked or free. Just depends, but otherwise...
Right, I guess Darunia and Old Kasuto are the only remaining options.
Yeah, otherwise they're essentially in go mode. They have to go back in and cash in the trophy. Once they get the Thunder spell, you know, they'd obviously like to get some heart containers 37 minutes in, and some magic containers.
Yeah, well, I mean, You have to wonder if you can find the spell quickly, do you come back here and hope that maybe there's, a heart container or something like that, or maybe even the magic key in its vanilla spot, because we have not gotten many keys.
Yeah, I mean, he's got dash, so he could get there pretty quickly, fill up with the magic lady, and do that, fairly quickly, so I would. Hasn't been able to find the P-bag caves here that would have our items. And I don't believe we've seen the desert tile either. So we're still missing a ton of items. Dr. J, I believe, is looking for his connector out of here or a way to get to that spectral rock. I think he's kind of going around in circles. It gets pretty disorienting when all these kind of caves look the same. You don't have candles, so you can't even immediately identify it. That's a cave to nowhere right now since he doesn't have boots for Animus.
Yeah, might have to start digging P1 to get those boots.
Well, he's got Fairy now, so I think it would be a great play. I would go into P2 maybe, too, just because it's right there. And it's just pretty free, usually.
Yeah. Found a magic jar, okay.
Nice.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I usually find that when it's not at all useful, so definitely nice when you're...
when New Kasuto's right there and you can refill anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Speedruns. ZeldaSpeedRuns rating is 65. This is a tournament match, first match of Group A between Dr. J, PhD, and AnimusUnited. We have an island step mountain, which is always fun.
And Dr. J has not found his way through it yet. It does connect us to East Hyrule. Animus found that.
There we go. Item cave here for Animus. Yeah, Dr. J did find the hammer cave, which Animus did not. Unfortunately for Dr. J, it was only a 500-point P-back. And let's see what Animus got here. He's got some fire in his face. And
ooh, our first heart container. Definitely want that.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's gonna dash his way over this guy. Well, he's gonna dash his way right into him. You don't need to refill, because you're gonna refill with the heart container pickup. Dr. J is not pleased. He is shaking his finger at the game. He is not pleased. Yeah, I would not be happy either. 40 minutes in, and then only placing one gem. Missing the maze, missing the east. I would feel very behind if I were Dr. J. He's doing pretty good with levels, but needs to find this connector in a hurry.
And he just keeps finding dead end after dead end. Oh, and these swamp enemy tiles are just obnoxious.
Yeah, this totally sucks. I mean, I guess the only good news for Animus is that if he game overs and goes back to the west, he can get downstab, which will help with this, but he doesn't have the boots. I think I would book it back to the maze, go into P1 and get the boots, because Death Mountain's going to be so much faster if you do have to go back through it, which you will, eventually. He needs to be careful here. He's onto his last side. Here we go, back to the maze.
Okay.
This is a good play.
This was P1, right?
Yeah, this is P1 with the boots. I like this play. This is good.
Yeah, and he's got Fairy to get through doors.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I would have made a beeline to the palace personally, but it's all good. He's here now. Nice green palace that matches his sprite color. Should be able to get some good experience here too.
Doesn't want to keep going left though.
Nope. I don't blame him. I kind of like to check the elevator, but I like to stay on the path that I was on.
Yes, I suppose if you go down the elevator and it's heading right, then you explore it.
Yeah, that makes sense, because the boss is going to be to the right, not to the left. the item can be anywhere, especially since we want the item, and it kind of benefits you to do both. But
I mean, considering we don't know where the remaining 2 towns are, and one of them has thunder, the boots might be required.
Yeah, they could be. You certainly didn't see the towns. Didn't see a lot of stuff. Towns, the desert tile. So yeah, there's a whole lot of... here we go. We have Horsehead. I was going to say there's a whole lot of the west that we haven't seen. He's going to go
a very weak Horsehead, and he's just getting whacked anyway.
Well, he can't cast Fairy right now, so...
Oh, needs to have enough magic to get through the door.
Yeah, because otherwise he would kill Horsehead, and then you have to go back down the ladder, find something to whack you, take a lot of that. So this is much faster. You know, the cave that's on Maze Island, I don't believe he took. That might be where you need to go. That could take you to another place in the east.
The irony, of course, is that Horsehead dropped a blue jar, so if he had just done it, he would have been fine. Oh, and there's a key.
There's a key. And he's definitely... Here we go. Here's the boots right here. This is an item cave, or an item room. So that's good. He's going to have his boots. Probably just going to place the gem, if I had to guess.
Yeah, trying to grind out another 500 XP doesn't seem worth it.
And especially because you're going to have to get through that key door anyways. Yeah, unfortunately Dr. J is still just kind of wandering through this Death Mountain.
I don't even remember which connectors Animus took to find East Hyrule.
I don't remember the specific caves, but he went to the right, towards kind of the east and south. He was like in a completely different area of Death Mountain than Dr. J is.
And he's already been through that cave a few times too, so this is really getting bad for Dr. J. He had a good lead, and he's just totally lost to Death Mountain.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. He definitely had the lead in experience. They both had placed one gem. They both basically had the same items. I think at this point, Animus has opened up a pretty sizable lead, just knowing where those connectors are. If he can get... he's got 5 flies, though.
He's been getting 1-ups like crazy.
Yeah, this is the other side of the east, so this is what he needed to do. I'm still not sure if he saw the other item on the maze. If he did, I missed it.
So what is this? Old Kasuto.
Old Kasuto. Hopefully thunder for him. And it's not. There we go. Dr. J finally finds his way through the cave, onto the maze. So he's still in it for sure. This is not over by any stretch. He's got some higher attack levels, so he's going to be able to clear out some of the stuff faster. I bet he's going to go into P1 and get the boots, which is going to make his exploration a lot easier. If he can place the gel... Let's try that again. If he can place the gem, then I think, in a way, he's basically tied it up, just not with exploration.
Oh, he doesn't yet have Fairy.
No, he doesn't. And I haven't been paying attention, but I didn't see. It looked like he had a number of keys. Animus is going into the Valley of Death, which he shouldn't, because that's GP. There we go.
I was just getting around to get to this body of water to get across it. Oh no, we've been here already.
Yeah, he's been here. So...
Right, he can go around, I think, to get to New Kasuto. Oh. Or just walk on water. Because I was thinking, like, the spell-locked room in New Kasuto could be useful, especially, given how little life and magic we've had, just a magic jar or a heart container would be nice to find there. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we're there.
I mean, I agree with you. He's going to get 2 items right here. This is probably going to be a heart container, just because we haven't seen hardly any. There we go. Heart container. And
Okay.
Dr. J finds horse head.
6-6 is a lot nicer.
Yes. And here we go. Let's see where the child is. This is going to be... let's see. We know it's not in 5, because that's a P bag. I'm trying to think if there's where I would least like to dig otherwise. Did we see an item in 6? That's probably worst case scenario for them, is if Barbara slithers with the
But first, let's get up stab.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you don't want to walk by here without getting it. And Dr. J's still going for experience. You know, I guess he just has some levels that he wants to get comfortable with. I think if it were me, I would be kind of getting my running shoes on as much as I can. Yeah.
Oh, the child is the second item in the maze.
I didn't think that they found the other item. I was so surprised that he didn't keep, because I think he did the whole entire maze except for the little section past the cave.
Well, maybe Dr. J will get the child while he's here, at least.
I would think so, and that would be a boon for him. Nice. Get 700 points with one little Stonehenge encounter. Yeah, so Animus is going to go back to the maze, dig out the child to go back to Darunia. He's got a 200p bag, okay. Dr. J is looking for this item, definitely wants the boots.
Well, I mean, there's the key.
Yeah, that's good. That's always good when you don't have fairy.
Well, that'll get him to either the boots or the statue.
Oh, here we go.
Way down there, but easy peasy.
Once you have the boots, especially.
French vanilla, of course, it's in the non-enemy cave.
So maybe he couldn't get that? I wasn't sure, maybe that doesn't connect. I've never seen that though.
I don't know.
I thought that everything connected.
I would have thought so too.
Maybe we'll see it when Dr. J goes through there. But, I mean, either way, he got the boots out of one. Anyways, at any rate, now he's going to go back to Darunia, get his Thunderspell. Oh, I would definitely kill that red Zelphos, just popping his head over there. I love it when those guys are stuck on the floor like that, because it's just like free pickings. Now, the blue guy was going to probably come in and interrupt that party, but if you can stay before they see you, it's kind of free experience.
And back to Darunia we go. Okay, we're gonna place the gem, it looks like. Oh yeah, right, the boots are after the gem room, aren't they? Oh, no, we're going... Okay, we are placing it.
Placing the gem. I don't remember, actually, where the boots were in here.
I think the boots were after the gem room.
So he's now at 566, so really nice levels. That's like, I'm good going into GP at 566, so that he's got that. Yeah, you're right, it was right past it. This is it right here.
Oh, he didn't need an extra key, and he gets a key from the rope, so...
He does get a key.
Hey, and Animus did an up A, and he is back in Rudo.
Yep, he's gonna go ahead and get his Reflect. And I like this play, he's got to do all this anyways.
Yeah.
Not sure what Dr. J is doing. Did he not place the gem?
He placed the gem, yeah, I don't know. Right, he got the boots. I don't know why he's not up A-ing.
Yeah, I'm not really...
Chat saying he's looking for the second item? That's like, what about second breakfast?
Yeah, I mean, well, I do know Dr. J from my Z1 R days.
Oh,
But there's no other item here.
that's actually a good suggestion in chat. He's gotten so many 1-ups, he'd actually lose a few lives if he up-A'd.
Yeah, I suppose. But I mean, they're still in the drop pool, so you're gonna get them again. And it just takes so long to get through this. And he has dash too, so I mean, at least cast dash. Unless he didn't pick it up. Yeah, I mean, either way, he's gonna go through this P1 and see what there is to see. Meanwhile, Animus is in the Caldera. He's gonna go into, this was 4, I believe. Now that he has his reflect spell.
Wow, he has the full spell library. You don't see that often in Rando.
No. No, yep. Alright, well, so, Dr. J with his collection of extra lives is gonna move on. Hopefully he sees the other items here. We'll see if he picks up his child here, which will save some backtracking. Definitely needs to catch up to Animus now. Animus is developing a bit of a lead here now.
Yeah, because Animus can just start placing gems, really.
Absolutely, yeah. I would be done looking for stuff if I were Animus.
And if Animus gains no more levels other than placing gems, he'll be on 566, which you were saying was where you'd be happy to go into GP.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, chat's saying that they would save the magic for their fairy. I didn't think that there were any key doors between him and where he was going, but perhaps there was. And he is leaving the maze? No, here we go. He's gonna go back in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this connects here. Yeah, this all connects. So right here is the child. No, bosses drop blue jars. So he, I think, just didn't have enough to cast Reflect and Fairy. So he took the death so that he can get the gem first. So would you stay in 4 and find the item?
It's a cross. I don't think at this point in the game we really need the cross.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. I wouldn't look in 1 for the cross if it was, 2 minutes in. Alright, so Animus, what did he got 4, he got 455. The thing that Jay's got on Animus for sure is levels, because Animus is still at attack 4, almost an hour in. And I think he's got another level to hit before he's going to get attack 5. So I think attack 5 was more expensive than what the value he's got there, but I could be wrong about that. He's not going to do 5.
Gonna make for an interesting Gooma fight when it happens. He's gonna get downstab, I think.
Yes.
At this point, yeah, it's gonna help a lot to get it. I forget what the other item on Maze Island was, do you remember?
I don't. I think... Oh, it was the trophy.
Oh,
he knew
right.
Was there.
That makes sense.
So yeah, he needs that. That's his reflex.
And I think it's in the bottom right here, yep.
Yeah,
as soon as I say that.
It's literally... And it was just a bot, I think, that was guarding it. Or, no, yeah, it was just a kind of a trolley bot. Alright, now Animus is going to go back into 5. Let's see, the other palace... Oh, they did the other palace, it was 6. Yeah, so... No reason to go back there.
Right. This is the only remaining unbeaten palace for Animus in West Hyrule. Wow, that is a free Gooma.
That is a free Gooma.
And the item we know is a pea bag, so don't need to go for that.
Definitely not. He's gonna zoom. He wants to zoom into the mace. This is you can. If so, I'm bad at Gooma. I have to get him over into the right-hand corner where the mace doesn't spawn. Which you can use dash to kind of help with that.
The other night we had like a Guma that took about 30 hits between being really beefy and the that was you, right? That was
it
your
wasn't
race.
me. It was Elendar.
It was your opponent.
Yeah.
you had better attack when you went after Guma.
Yeah, I had attack 5 by the time I got to Guma. And Dr. J finds a heart container in Spectacle Rock. That's a good check.
That would be nice. He could get up to 7 hearts.
Yeah, the track that they're on right now, he is going to go into GP severely armed to the teeth, whereas Animus is going to be a little underdeveloped, I would think. For me, what I would be comfortable with. So depending on how GP is, could be really telling in the seed, because Dr. J is just now into the East, but he's definitely has some catching up to do. To answer in chat, Dash doesn't do anything against Kuma that I'm aware of, but if you use the cheese strats,
just gets you out of the way of the mace quickly.
Yeah, you can get over to the side to make him spawn back onto the screen. So I prefer to have jump, so you can kind of just jump away, jump back, and by the time you jump back, he's back on screen. But that's me because I'm new and I'm not good at fighting him the way that most people fight him. I figure that it might take me longer, but I can usually do it 100% instead of taking multiple deaths and wasting time that way. So dash works, it just doesn't work quite as good because it's a little harder to control.
This is interesting. Dr. J is doing another palace dive and still hasn't gotten fairy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm new to this community, so I don't know if how much Dr. J plays, but in the Zelda 1 community, this sort of thing makes a lot of sense. To go in, you go into palaces and you pick up keys while you're there. You pick up items while you're there. That kind of makes sense. It was hard for me to. When I learned this game, to stop doing that and to do overworld stuff first and really try to get ready to do palaces. I wanted to dive early. And this is life. He's got another magic level before he gets to attack 5. So it's going to be a while with Animus at this attack level. Just takes a lot of hits for stuff.
Yeah, but at least he only has to beat Helmet Head and Rebo to get it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be worried about palaces. I would be worried about GP and just the stuff.
I mean, he's gonna be an attack 5 in GP unless he does some serious grinding. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen the health level. It's possible that the next life level is in between 2220 and whatever the attack value is, because if that's the case, I would grind up to get up there. As far as magic goes, he's got was Thunder 70, and he's sitting at 6, so he's got 96 available, 26 left, and let's see how much shield and reflect cost. Now, the other thing, since community rooms have been added, there are... Wait, is Animus in... Is he going into Hammer Cave? He is. Okay, that's...
Dr. J does not want to fight Rebo?
Maybe he's uncomfortable doing it without downstab.
Oh, yeah, right. He never did get downstab. Shoot.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have fairy. Or jump.
Well, he has jump now. He hasn't been back to West Hyrule since getting jump.
He does have jump. Animus takes another death here. I'm not exactly sure what Animus is looking for. I guess maybe just an extra heart container, a magic container to supplement the GP. Or, I would guess, magic key, although at this point, there's not a whole lot of the key doors he needs to do, and he has magic 5, so fairy's really castable. I was going to say, though, there are community rooms in, I almost called it 9. There are community rooms in GP that force you to use a key, and the one, you can't even cast fairy. You have to, if there's blocks, so you have to have a key. Although keys are in the drop table, so I personally wouldn't be digging for them. And he's walking back. Maybe he's farming for experience to get up to the next level, so that when he places a gem, he can kind of do like a 2-for-1. I'm not sure,
but he needs to go back to West Hyrule and get downstab at some point.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Animus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not sure. You know, I guess some runners don't like the up A as much. You know, that's the orange Lasalfos dropped a P-bag instead of giving points, but the P-bag was for 200 points, so that's nice. And here we go. Alright, Animus is back in the east. This is good. Now he can just do... what does he have to do? 2 and 3 and get the heck out of here. Dr. J finds his useless tile. Yeah, don't go there. Hopefully Animus remembers where houses are. I'm not sure what he's... Oh, okay. He just wants his life back. Taking the refill here. That's smart, because, you know, they never know with these encounters. I think Animus is a little lost trying to find his way back to P2.
Well, there it is.
Yep. He just has to go through these encounters. Now that he's got Dash and Fairy and all the goodies, this is very...
Oh, and he got his 7th heart container somewhere in there.
He went to Spectacle Rock on his way back.
Oh, okay. So it was the same one that Dr. J got.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good play. I mean, because you have the boot, so you're basically walking right by it, and it takes, what, 10 seconds? Nice key. One less fairy cast.
And I believe that's the magic container that Animus didn't get that Dr. J just picked up.
He definitely saw one of the P-bag caves. I don't remember if it was this one or if it was the one that goes up. But yeah, he definitely... I think he saw that cave, because he was in... Here we go. Here is...
Hey, at least now when we go through the Valley of Death, it won't be in the dark, right?
That's right, yeah, right. He's not even gonna... He's not even gonna do anything. He's just gonna fairy feet through it. But yeah, that's about when I find the candle, is when it's completely irrelevant. Definitely not before Death Mountain. Dr. J's taking on this blue Lizalfos. He does not have downstab or fairy. He does have jump. He just kind of jumped over him. That did a good job taking him down. Hi Helmet Head, bye Helmet Head.
And hey, since he's so powered up, he is just gonna take these, take the climb to Darunia, so to speak, rather than trying to trigger enemy encounters.
So that's where Dr. J is now. He's going towards P2 as well?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess there's other stuff over on the side, so that's good.
He's also going to get a level in here. And he still has 4 more gems to place.
He does, yeah. No, he's going to be at 888. Animus is going into the spell tower. I mean, he's got the time. He doesn't know that he has the time, but he does have the time. There's 5, 6, 7 for Jay with 2 gems placed. And let's see if this is vanilla Spell Tower. Nope. We have a worthless flute.
Very worthless.
I don't think we saw 3-Eye Rock. I guess potentially it could have the other teabag
container.
Yeah. Maybe the any key. You never know. That one room. If that one room rolls in GP and you don't have a key that you've gotten in your drops.
I'm sorry. Blue Iron Knuckles and P2 are just rude.
I think blue Iron Knuckles are always rude. Personally.
I mean, I would not disagree with that.
I hate them so much. Ribbonneck is fine, but the regular Iron Knuckles, they drive me batty. I can't do them very well at all. Can't get the rhythm of them.
And we know from Animus that Dr. J is on the right route here.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's got a collection of keys, since he kills everything he sees, so lots of drops.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said as Animus deals with fairy feeding through here. Dr. J's just like, I'm just gonna slash my way through it.
Yeah, exactly. It's Zelda 2 beat 'em up style. Alright, here we go. Maybe you're right, maybe Animus did not go to this cave.
Hey, I think Dr. J just got a 1-up. He's gotta be at like 8 lives now.
Oh, I think he might be in the letters. Because he has an up 8, right? I mean, I don't think he's
right.
up 8 in the last, I don't know, like 30 minutes or something? So, ever since he was in P6. That was forever ago.
Okay, so Animus does get his 7th magic jar, so he's now at 7 magic jars and 7 heart containers.
Oh yeah, he's in fine shape, and he'll get attack 5. I think next, 24.
Yeah, that will come up next. It's not one of those crazy, like, life 7 before attack 5.
4, 6, 7. Oh man. Yeah. You know, I guess I'm a little surprised he's not beelining to 3. But he's definitely getting his extra magic containers and heart containers for GP. And again, you never know what GP's going to look like. Sometimes I've used every single bit of magic and every single bit of life. As Dr. J is going to place his gem. He does have 1 key left. So he's able to place his gem. So he's placed 3 gems. Doesn't have fairy, doesn't have any key, doesn't need it. He's got key drop. And Animus finds immediate revo. So...
And Dr. J is... Okay, finally I'm paying.
Yes, thank you, Dr. J. I was really hoping he wasn't going to walk through Death Mountain and walk through Fairy Cave just to go back to the west. There we go. Animus has got Revo down, he's got the down stab on.
Finally gets him over to the left to Jackhammer.
So he will be our first runner into GP. And Dr. J's really got to get his running boots on here to catch up. Still has to place gems in 3, 4, 5. Still needs to get Thunder.
Yeah, he hasn't even found Darunia.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but he did get the trophy, so he can do all the stuff on the west. He still has to go back to anyway.
He's got to get downstab now. He'd be crazy not to.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Got a fairy... Yeah, you can fairy feet up away from this... Oh, no, you got to go from below. You got stuck.
Oh, he just fairy feeded into a wall, yes.
Yeah, because if you...
Yeah, no, I see exactly what the mechanic is. He's entering from the wrong side.
Right, yeah, I was just going to explain to people watching if they weren't familiar with this. So if you the way these encounters work, it's expecting you to go a certain direction, and if you don't go from the north-south direction, then you get stuck.
Yeah.
Rock. I'm not sure what he's doing now.
Yeah, it's not expecting you to be able to approach the mandatory encounter from multiple directions.
He's just gonna reset. Yeah, this makes sense. Get his life back.
Yeah, now come at it from the south.
Yeah.
No! Just realized, okay.
Okay, and I know that that's the case because I have done that myself. I've been so confused as to what the heck was happening. Alright. Okay. Dr. J's got his down stab. Dr. J has... he's already got dash. He's gonna go... I'm not sure what he's doing. He's gonna go... I think he's gonna go to get his reflect. Maybe he already did, and I missed it. Anyways,
the tracker doesn't have it.
Animus is in GP, so here we go, and we got an immediate T-bird. So
nice.
This is personally, I hate seeing immediate T-bird because then you know
it opens up so much afterwards.
Everything is possible in GP, and you might have to go everywhere. He is able to cast Shield and Reflect, which makes this fight a lot freer.
And Dr. J is fighting Guma here, so...
Yeah, so we got dual wing boss fights. Of course, you'd rather be on the Thunderbird side. And did Jay not get Fairy? He went...
what was in Mido?
Mido's dash, I think, but
okay, right. I don't...
I think he was in Nukasudo, and he went to that side of...
He never hit Nukasudo.
Did he not? He did P2, though, wasn't
it? Yeah, P2 was before Nukasudo. He just did P2 and didn't go any further.
Oh, man. Okay. Alright, Animus takes a death to Thunderbird here. He's going to take P2.
And welcome to our raiders from Zelda Speedruns 3.
Absolutely. We got all the Zelda speedrun action here. This is a match between AnimusUnited and Dr. JayPhd. As you can see, AnimusUnited has already made his way to Thunderbird. Dr. J still has some work to do.
Dr. J is now on 668, by the way.
That's incredible. I mean, well done.
And he still has 2 more gems to place.
He's gonna dig out this P-bag out of 5.
Does he not know it's a P-bag?
I'm not sure if he saw that hint or not. I don't remember which runner saw that hint.
Oh, maybe he didn't, because he hasn't been getting most of the hints, I feel like.
I totally agree with chat talking about the color palette with the fireballs. I hate the different color palettes with Thunderbird. I have a hard time seeing the fire a lot. There we go. Animus takes Thunderbird down, gets his blue jar. He's going to get his life back because he's right here with his fires. Really, the colors would be fine if the background of Thunderbird was always just black. Then that would be fantastic. No bricks, if there was some way to do that, but I don't know that that's possible. Alright, here we go. So, let's see what's left in the CP.
So is Dr. J just trying to get 888, and that's why he's harvesting a... I mean, what item could he even be looking for at this point? The Any Key?
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm not really sure what he's doing. I don't like to second guess runners because I've been there when, you know, people don't know. It's hard when you're running and you got a million things you're thinking of and trying to stab stuff, and it's really easy to be in the booth and to talk about it. But I mean, at this point, he's got to know that he's behind just from. I mean, maybe, you know, he's been able to place gems, but at 117, I would be feeling very behind if I wasn't in GP personally. Yeah, I don't know. Animus is going to kill these guys. We do have jars in the drop, so he can't currently cast Jump. He's going to get all of his magic back right now. He decided to take the immediate approach to getting it all back. Dr. J's, yeah, I think he's just farming, maybe. He just wants to get to a comfortable level. Animus?
Comfortable level, he's at 668.
Well, I mean, listen, everybody's got their own level that they feel comfortable at, so... you know, when I first started, I didn't feel comfortable taking on Thunderbird once I was at 666. So, you never know. Anyways, Animus is going to take on this Waffle Room here. Luckily, he has Jump, so he's able to avoid these really obnoxious blue knights and these slightly less obnoxious orange knights.
The orange knights are great. They go down in one hit.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, all orange knights all the time. That's what I like.
Because they're not in the vanilla game, they're just in the code. So we put them in the randomizer.
Oh, really? I actually didn't know that. I don't run the vanilla at all.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those... They exist as a dummied out enemy in the
oh my gosh.
vanilla code.
That's the room. That is the room. He doesn't have a key. I don't think he has a key. That's the room that is key required. You can't ferry through it.
Oh, I see.
Oh my gosh.
So it exists.
It exists in GP to the right, and he is sitting at 0 keys. I mean, you know that the key is in the drop table. So
okay, this hasn't been totally linear. He does have other options.
Yeah,
he could go down that elevator.
He's got a couple other places he can go. There was a left that he didn't take earlier. But, I mean, for me, if I'm Animus right now, I'm really sweating that key door. And I hate these rooms. So, these rooms are the worst when you've got multiple flying enemies. You know, you kind of get the timing and the rhythm of one, and then the other one gets you. You know, I would definitely be killing everything. So, especially things that respawn. I mean,
this one he can ferry through. Well, no, he didn't have enough magic for ferry. And Dr. J takes a lava bath.
Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, Animus is leaving. Wow. Wow. I mean, he doesn't know this, but he is well in the lead, so he has time to go get a key. But
I think he just was a bit too trigger happy with his fairy spell there.
Yeah, he was. I've definitely done that myself too. I mean, he might get a key drop just on the way to wherever he's going to get a key. I personally, and this is probably the wrong play, but I would have eliminated all of the left-hand possibilities. And at the same time, I would be killing everything and trying to get a key drop while I went in all of the other ways you could go. Because he doesn't know that key door is mandatory. You know, the key might
right.
Not. So he's going to go, maybe he saw a key in here.
No, I think it was just refilling his lives. Meanwhile, Dr. J is about to grind out another level beating Blue Iron Knuckles.
Is he still in 5?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Animus is... Oh, he has... Maybe he didn't do... Ah, okay. He didn't get his free item here. So he's going to go see if this is in any key. And it's a heart. So that means that I believe we have seen everything the overworld has to offer. I think we are missing an item in 6, we're missing an item in 3, and we're missing an item in...
We didn't see what having 7 magic containers gets you in New Kasuto.
He just did. It's a heart container.
Oh, that was where the heart container was? I missed that.
Yeah, he just did that.
Oh.
Maybe 2? Did we leave an item? No, 2 was a candle. 6. And they didn't get the cross out of 4. But I think
right.
I think that's it for items.
So what, 6 and 3?
Yeah. Which 3 is by far the better one to do. Did he get a key? I didn't notice. I started to watch J and 5. I mean, usually when I'm running and I'm going on ferry, I'll try to notice a room, kind of like the one that Dr. J was just in, where there's a key that's kind of out of the way that I don't really want to go get. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, worst case scenario, if I need to go get a key, there's a key in this palace. That would only be if keys weren't in the drop table. Since keys are in the drop table, once you know you need a key, then I'm just killing everything I can. And like, go get an encounter, you know, like while he was on the east side, he could get a bunch of spawns over and over and over again. And especially if you're killing like Octoroks or something, you know, you're going to get a lot of drops pretty quickly. Anyways, he's back in GP with full health containers now. And Dr. J is... he's in a new palace, right? This is blue.
Yeah, this is 4.
This is 4, okay. That's good.
He still hasn't gotten... Wait, did he...
He must have reflect.
He doesn't have reflect.
No, he doesn't have reflect. This is 4?
Does... I mean, what else?
3 was blue.
Yeah, but 3 is also in East Hyrule. He didn't get to East Hyrule that quickly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, we'll find out when he gets through some windows or to a boss. Anyways, meanwhile, Animus is going to go through this nice little downstab spiral. This was past T-Bird, so yeah, he's got this left here that he didn't do. And he's got a key door, and he's got the rest of the left that he hasn't finished. This is a fairy room. You can also get a 50-50 jar or red knight in that block.
Oh yeah, I've seen that community room before. It is not pleasant.
I'm a little confused as to why Animus is not stopping to kill this stuff. Because maybe the keys are only in the big enemy drop. I haven't paid enough attention to that.
That I don't know either.
Oh,
at least another chicken knight.
Yeah. Yeah, those always surprise me too. I don't know where those blocks are, so that's just always... Sometimes it's a nice thing when you get a jar when you need it, but it can be really bad. Yeah, definitely killing these. I'll have to try to pay attention to see what drops keys. Here we go. Lots of things to kill here.
And I think this is an... Or is that something we've already seen?
I think Dr. J maybe just realized that he doesn't have blood.
Yeah, and it's right there in Rudo, which you're now walking into.
Yeah, I think he just forgot. I've done that before. You get the child.
It's been long enough.
You get the trophy, which you know is what was blocking you from the spell, and then in your mind you're like, great, I have the spell. But you still have to go cash it in. I've definitely done that.
That reflect doesn't cost very much at Magic 7.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Magic 7.
24!
Animus takes a death here to this nice red knight. And, more left-hand rooms. hopefully he's hoping to find an elevator at some point. I know. Oof, man, that game.
Yeah, I gotta start moving right at some point.
Ah, this room sucks. There we
You
go.
don't like your spicy chickens?
I don't like the combination of the red chicken knight and the blue spicy, or the blue knights and the spicy chicken. This is maybe a time for jump.
Or thunder. Wow, that.
I don't think the blue knights usually go down to thunder.
Well, I mean, it looked like it was, damaged by it, but yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, they'll take hit, but I've certainly never had any luck. I don't know if there's a flag that makes magic like crazy effective, but I've never seen it actually work on a blue knight. 2 thunders will do it if you have enough magic for that. Or actually, probably the only time I've been able to do that is when I have a fire thunder.
Hey, nothing like 2 blue chicken knights in one room.
Yeah, in the waffle room especially, too. That room sucks.
Let's hope Dark Link shows up soon.
It does not.
Oh, that's a dead end.
I think there's one place left that he hasn't eliminated. And Dr. J, let's see, Dr. J, this is 4.
Okay.
So he was somewhere else, because he was somewhere blue.
But he's beaten everything else in the West.
Maybe.
I'm confused.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he thought he needed an item. He doesn't have heart containers, so maybe he wants a heart.
We know that that there are 2 extra heart containers in the East. Well, 3, right?
There was the heart container that the magic lady had. I think there was a heart container in the water spot.
And he still doesn't have Fairy, because he never made it to New Kasudo.
He still doesn't have a key. Man, this is a very interesting match.
I think brutal is the word you're looking for.
I think a lot of the choices that are being made are interesting. Not necessarily what I would do, but interesting choices. Neither one of them are out of it yet. That's for sure. If this key is required and Animus doesn't get the drop he needs, and Dr. J, since he's full clearing, gets the any key, I suppose he can come back. He just doesn't seem to be urgently doing different things. That's the piece that I'm a little surprised by. Now, having said that, we still don't know where Dark Link is, so
well, fortunately, it's not behind that double blue chicken knight room.
Yeah, but there could be worse stuff. So I guess what I'm saying is potentially Dr. J could still be in this if I don't know what he's doing there. But he could still be in this if GP is like really terrible and Animus is really struggling at 566. That's the only way I can see him coming back from this. But he definitely needs to start moving a little more urgently.
By the way, remember that this is the short GP.
That's right, I know. That's what the long GPs, I'm like, what are we doing? Short GP's not bad enough for you. And there we go. Death for Animus. Dr. J's digging through this pass-through cave. This is where Animus took the death and obeyed, I believe. That's the direction he's going now. Hopefully he has Fairy Spell at the ready, just in case gets through it. Nice job there. Gets an extra life. That's great. I know he'd rather get a key, but I love it when extra lives are in the drop table. Has enough to cast Fairy through here. Let's see, what's up this elevator? This is more to the left. Yeah, this room usually sucks. Usually there's like a bunch of knights, spicy yeah, there's the spicy chicken. I would have just cast Fairy. But he got through it pretty well.
Yeah, just make them take the lava bath instead.
Exactly.
Easy.
Easy. Oh, there we go. Nice, nice hit of the boa. That's always nice. And let's see. This. Oh man, this is my least favorite room.
Ooh. Really felt like he almost went into the drink there, but he made those jumps.
He definitely did. Oh, and he got a nice. Got the jar. Didn't get the red bird in your face. This is actually the nice version of this room because there's not multiple flying enemies coming at you. Let's see. Dr. J, meanwhile, is gonna fight
Rebo.
Mac. Alright. Animus still needs a key. I would definitely take the high road here.
And he still doesn't have a key. He has beaten all of the 6 palace bosses and hasn't placed 2 gems.
Oh, here we go.
Finally.
Alright, key is not... Well, there is a key block, but it's... you can vary it. So, Animus gets it. He had it the first time, he just wasn't able to get to the door. And here we go. 1 Dark Link kill away. I always find the Dark Link fight is a little anticlimactic. Obviously, when you're on like beating strats, it's not. But otherwise, it just seems kind of like a. Then there we go, and we have our finish 134-44. Get your GGs in chat for AnimusUnited. He is going to take this first match in the A group. Dr. J is still going. Gonna finish this one out. Looks like.
Well, I figure let's get Animus in here, can do an interview, and if he finishes that and Dr. J's still going, we'll rate him. How's that?
Yeah, let's see what Animus is up to. I'm not sure if he's gonna come here or not. Meanwhile, Dr. J has placed his gem in 3 and is continuing on his hunt. Maybe the
also,
enemy's in here.
We should shout out our tracker. We have not shouted out our tracker yet, Cheeseburger Party, who has been following all the craziness of this seed.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks a lot. Cheeseburger Party, Star, our tracker, or excuse me, our restreamer. Definitely thanks to everyone involved, and thanks for you all, the viewers. Without you, there would be no restream. It would just be us talking to ourselves. Nobody wants that.
And Animus says he is coming, so we will wait for him to join us.
And Dr. J still has no key and no fairy. Up A's, alright, he's out of there. Really needs to get to New Kasuto to get his fairy spell so he can logically get through dungeons. Especially since he's going to need a key in GP or fairy. So he didn't do 4 while he was over on the west? Because at that point, this is all he's missing. Maybe he didn't have the key and couldn't... Okay, yeah, that's what the tracker's telling us. No key for 4. Oh, that's kind of the problem. That's kind of been the story of the seed. So he's going to be at 788. Well, I mean, the way that he's going, he potentially is going to be at 888. He, after 4, places the gem and then continues to kill a bunch of enemies on the way out. I think at this point he's found everything but Darunia. Maybe he needs Thunder. Ah, here we go.
We are joined by AnimusUnited, our winner, GG.
Hey, GG. That was quite a fun start and a quite a scary ending for me personally.
That was a rough Great Palace for short GP mode.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of questions of why I exited the palace at first. So the reason I exited the palace is the room I saw to the top right was the glove locked key lock room where if you don't have a key or the alt key, then you can't ferry across that room. You're kind of glove locked. It's kind of a clever GP room, but that's the last room you really want to see in GP without a key or an alt key. So I remembered that the item from New Casado was pretty close by, so I was just going to check to see if the alt key was there, and if not, then I would just have to grind a key somewhere if I really had to go that way. Because I really didn't want to check P3 or P6 and just go hunting all over the place at that point.
Yeah, that's fair. We kind of sussed out what you were doing. I did wonder which one bothered you more when you saw it? The GP room with key required, or the island's Death Mountain with no boost that's forced?
Oh, easily the GP key, honestly. I'm kind of relying on I guess good luck in order for the key to just magically spawn if I'm forced to go that way. As far as the the islands Death Mountain goes, that's really annoying. But at least there, I can actually choose and control my way of where to go there.
At least you made it through that relatively quickly. Dr. J was in it for a long time. That's actually how you initially built up a lead, because you got through and were doing Maze Island and East Hyrule.
Oh, yeah, I mean sure. It was a little bit of confusing. All three of the overall maps were definitely very confusing. Yeah, Maze Island was just Maze Island, but in the East, everything was just kind of all spread out in the East, and I think you had to. Oh no, I guess if you had the boots, you did not have to go through that other connector to get to that top of East, but if you didn't have boots, then you'd have to go through that other connector to go through the top of East there. It was just a little bit of a confusing layout for me. Looking back at it, Death Mountain was Death Mountain. I was kind of hoping, I gambled into Hammer Cave and was kind of hoping for, Magic Container or a Hulky or something, but of course it was just P-back. So that was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure. Death Mountain was where you opened up a lead. Dr. J definitely got confused, kind of turned around in there. But then really where you opened up the sizable lead was when you were exploring the East, you got the fairy spell, and then you were able to get through the palaces without relying on key drops. Dr. J has still not found... he either has not found or hasn't been into New Casado.
I think it looked to me like he walked right by New Casado.
He did, yeah. I'm not really sure. Maybe he thinks he needs 7 magic containers in order to get it. The spell. Maybe that's what he's on a hunt for, magic containers. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But yeah, he still doesn't have it, and he doesn't have the any key either. So he's.
I was going to wonder if he had found it. And
we narrowed it down to like P3 or P6, I think.
Yeah,
that's where I narrowed it down. Those were the only 2 items I didn't get, were P3 or P6. Or I didn't have hints for, right. I should say.
Yeah, because the cross we got a hint, and the P-bag and 5 we got a hint.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's actually managed to place gems in all the palaces. I'm still surprised he didn't do 4 because he was over there, but I don't think he has Thunder yet, and he doesn't have Fairy for sure. He's about to get Fairy right now, I believe.
Most of the palaces were very forgiving. I'll give this seed that. I mean, early palaces were just go down elevator, and I think half of them at least were just go down elevator and there's the boss.
Yeah, Barbo was immediate. You had a immediate Revenak. You had an immediate Helmet Head. You killed Helmet Head before I even noticed that you were fighting him.
Yeah, that was nice. He just went left, and there he was up an elevator right after the candle.
I was a little surprised that you left the maze without getting the second item. Did you?
Sorry, Dr. J just cast the spell in Nukasuda, but he still hasn't gone to talk to the magic guy for Fairy. Oh,
There
here
we
we go. Okay, I was getting worried.
Yeah, there he's gonna pick up his fairy now, so he'll be able to complete the seed once he gets thunder. Yeah, so I was just wondering if you did you think you were blocked from getting down to that south bit, or was it just the combat and the encounters, or what was the kind of the reasoning there?
Just didn't want to spend too much more time there because I wasn't having much luck finding it. Not really a good reason because obviously you needed it to get thunder. But
I mean, you didn't know that at the
that
time.
was kind of my thoughts. I just kept running into encounters and just decided, I might not even need it. I think at that point I hadn't found like thunder and spell, so I didn't know if like child was required. So I was kind of in a combination of like, all right, I think I'm good on items, but yeah, I ended up having to go back.
Yeah, fair enough. I know that it's one of those like, it's easy to second guess when something doesn't work out, but like in the moment, like, that could have very well easily been a tea bag or something like even a heart container, which would have been mostly superfluous at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because that one item I probably did the opposite of every other thing because in the weekly, I ended up going into GP with very few heart containers and magic containers. It just kept game overing there, so I wanted to be a little bit more safe this time and go in with some more magic containers and health containers. So I thought that'd be kind of helpful.
Yeah, I find that if I grind out a bunch of levels and magic containers and heart containers, then GP is free. And if I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine, and I go in there like attack 5, and, just a few heart containers, then it's like the worst. Like a bunch of different pathways to go through.
Yeah, exactly. Was it only the big enemies that gave out keys? So I felt like I grinded out a ton of little enemies and just couldn't get any.
Yeah, I had that question too. I didn't pay well enough attention to the drops because I was actually, that was the other thing. I was a little surprised that you weren't like really trying to grind for a key, but then I thought maybe it was just big enemies because that's not, nobody wants to grind on like blue knights and GP for a key. There were those little spiky guys. I can't remember what they're called. That I thought you maybe could just kind of go and kind of respawn him just to see if he dropped a key. But then it worked out. You didn't end up needing it.
A little bit more to explore. Like if worse came to worse and that wasn't there to the left, what I probably would have done is I just would have exited GP and just cast thunder a bunch in those encounters right outside GP.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I always go back to a palace. There's like keys.
Yeah, I mean P3 was very close by, and that was one of the ones I narrowed down, so I could have looked for Alki there, obviously too.
Yeah, and usually, I mean, for me, getting the item out of P3 is not usually that bad. It's one of the smaller dungeons. I'll dig 1 and I'll dig 3 most of the time, unless I'm like already in go mode. Do you notice Dr. J is already at 46 something hundred points?
Yeah, he's about to grind out. What is he at? He's at 688, so he's about to grind out attack 7.
Yeah, and then he's gonna get 8 when he places his gem in 4.
I think Thunderbird's gonna be in for a rude awakening this time with attack 8.
He's gonna relieve all of his frustrations on this map. There's a key. That was an Octorok that dropped that key. So definitely small enemies drop keys. Yeah, so
this just seems like a fairly low percentage drop.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I don't think he's found Darunia yet, though.
No, he hasn't. That's what he's looking for. He needs thunder.
Okay, was that the one? That was either top right or bottom right. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was definitely towards the right. I don't remember myself either. The map is one of my biggest weaknesses in this game.
Yeah, I think it was bottom right. Yeah, it was bottom right. Now that I think about it, because I got Child from Maze Island, and it was just right there. So yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. Because I'm thinking here, I'm sitting here like, why don't you just cast Thunder? Just get rid of all these at the same time. And he can't do that. So anyway,
Nope,
well,
that was Naburu.
yeah, that's not it. Any final thoughts on the seed, Animus? First tournament win, GG on that.
Oh yeah. Thanks for commentating. Thanks for having me. That was I don't know. That was, I guess, a fun beginning. A little bit of a scary GP, but it ended up working out. So yeah, I can't really complain with how it went overall, I suppose.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think you should be proud of yourself. Yeah, it was fun watching you. Good job tonight.
Hey, thanks. Thanks you two for commentating, and thanks again to Cheeseburger for tracking.
And GG again, and good luck in the rest of your group matches. I guess you got another 3, right? Round robin?
Yeah, I got one Sunday scheduled, and then I got 2 others. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this. Enjoying this tournament. I kind of played Zelda 2 for the first time 3 months ago.
Wow.
I just kind of picked it up, and I was just kind of like, I'd kind of heard things about Zelda 2, like, oh, this is a bad game, or this is like such an obscure Zelda game, but really, as someone who didn't grow up with this title, or really many Zelda titles, I don't think it's that obscure, and quite frankly, I enjoy it a lot more than Zelda 1, and this Randomizer is, just legendary. It's really fun. You get a new experience every time, and it really fixes a lot of the issues that the vanilla game, I think, has.
Yeah, up and A-ing in palaces is certainly nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the big things I have an issue with in the vanilla game, especially your first time, and when you don't know how to do combat, it's just like, what? You're just getting wrecked by everything.
Well, I think you're doing a great job, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. This is a fun race to commentate.
Oh, thanks. You too. Hope. Wish you the best of luck as well, J Smash.
Thank you.
Yeah, GG's Animus, and good luck in your next round matches.
I'll see y'all later. Hope y'all have a wonderful one.
Thanks, bud. You too.
And there's upstab for Dr. J. Right, sorry, I've also gotten sidetracked elsewhere. Alright, right, so, let's go shoutouts to our runners. Animus and Dr. J, to our 2 commentators, Drosy and Homer, for providing some excellent commentary as Jay finally gets his thunder. And thank you to our tracker, Cheeseburger Party, as well, for keeping it behind the scenes. So that'll be it for us tonight. Coming up tomorrow on the ZSR schedule, as per the usual, we have a very busy weekend. I'm not reading the whole thing off, but a couple major things to know include that the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 Tournament Qualifier number 11 is happening at noon Eastern. That'll be on ZSR 4. And we also we have currently 2 more Zelda 2 matches up on the schedule. 6 p.m. Night Shifter vs. Elendar, that's booked for ZSR Main. And at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Homer here is going to be facing off against Ghost Dunk on ZSR 4 if we have depending on volunteer availability. And both of those are of Group B, so good luck to you as well, Homer, in that match tomorrow. And then we've got a variety of other things going on. You can check out the schedule for the full list. Sunday we will have one more currently scheduled put on the schedule. Animus vs. Bob the Elder may be getting restreamed Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern if we can find the volunteers. Keep an eye on the schedule. Give us all a follow here at ZeldaSpeedRuns. We have here on CSR2. We also have ZeldaSpeedRuns Main, ZeldaSpeedRuns _3, and ZeldaSpeedRuns _4 if you want more Zelda action. And give our runners and volunteers a follow as well. That'll be it for us tonight. Let's go wish Dr. J luck with the rest of the seed, and thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.